When you hear the word Banana Island, what is the things that comes to your mind immediately? Is it expensive, unique, prestigious, luxurious, rich people, wealthy people, etc., etc.? I'm sure this and many more is what comes to your mind whenever you hear the word Banana Island. Now, speaking about Banana Island, do you even know where it is located? Do you know why it is associated with this particular estate? Now, if you don't, I'm just going to tell you right away in this video. Definitely located in the heart of Ikoyi in Lagos, Nigeria. And yes, you're right if you say that Banana Island is one of the most expensive estates that we have on the island in Lagos. Like I think in Lagos generally. Now, when I say it's expensive, I mean it is expensive when you want to buy a house there or you want to rent a house right there. Now let's get to it. What do you think? I mean, a lot of you have asked this question. Why is it that much expensive? Well, let me tell you why. First of all, let's take away the caliber of people that live in this prestigious estate. Hence why it is expensive, right? Now, but before the caliber of people that live there. I mean, the wealthy, the rich, the who know who that owns property in this particular estate. Now, let's talk about before they got to buy property there. What was the very first reason before all of that? Now, I'll tell you if you don't know. It is the location of the property. Now, not just the location. I mean, really, there are so many other prestigious estates within Ikoyi, right? Exactly. I mean, we have Parkview and so many other. But why Banana Island? The reason why Banana Island attracted the caliber of people who live there right now or who own a property right there right now, or let's say the wealthy. I mean, just like some people will say, the 1% of the 1%. Why is it? Because of the water view. Yes, the way the property is, the way the estate is located with access to water view surrounding that place attracted this level of people. Yes, I said it earlier, there are several other estates in Ikoyi. When you have an estate that is surrounded by water or have access to waterways. Now, this is not just a water view. There's a difference between a property that have access to waterways or the one that has a water view. Now, this is a waterways, a property that has access to waterways. Now, the waterways means that you can have a jetty and then they can fly a boat from anywhere into that particular estate. So you don't have access to the estate only by land. When you're driving, you can have access by water. That is why I think Banana Island is the way it is. Because of course, such a property is what is premium naturally. So when it comes to getting return on your investment in such a property, trust me guys, it is way more than every other properties you would have in the market. Lagoonfront Epe is located in the heart of Epe, just by Alaro City. Yes, I have been going on and on about Banana Island. And you might be wondering, what has Banana Island, of course, has to do with Lagoonfront? Well, let me quickly tell you what it has to do with Lagoonfront. I'm sure you've heard this before, or maybe this is your very first time of hearing it. But let me tell you guys that I am sure that Lagoonfront is going to be the Banana Island of Epe. This estate is one estate that has given loads and loads of investors that have invested here early high return on their investments. And really, I am sure those investors right now are just chilling and loving what their investment is, doing with. Now, speaking about owning a property with a lagoon view or waterway. Now, this is not just going to be an estate with a lagoon view like I was explaining earlier. It is a property with a waterway. So meaning that the jetty that is currently right there on construction will be used to access the water. Boats, you can fly your boat from this estate all the way to Banana Island in Ikoyi. So I love the interconnectivity between the Banana Island in Ikoyi and the Banana Island in Epe. So hey, if you're yet to add this property to your property portfolio, I think now is the time that you are, because we just have very few plots to go in this estate. So you don't want to miss out completely by not buying now. Trust me when I tell you, you will not regret owning a property right here in this beautiful Banana Island of Epe. Yes, that I guaranteed you, because history is already showing. We have the results speaking for itself already, and the growth of this particular property is still fast on. It has not even started scratching the surface. Now let's talk about the development that we have going on right here in this estate. Construction. Now, this particular gatehouse is not the main gatehouse. It's just a temporary gatehouse for now. Yes, and of course the perimeter fencing is still ongoing. Now we have the multi-purpose court on construction where you saw it earlier, but you can see for yourself compared to the last time I was here and I showed you guys an update. I showed you guys. You see that they have done more work, and more work is still ongoing. So we'll be able to play ball or basketball or volleyball right in that court. Now, let's talk about the drainage system. You see that the drainage system is still on construction. And then my favorite sport, my favorite infrastructure in this estate is the dock. Yes, the dock is still on construction as well. And I'll keep giving you guys an update on this infrastructure. Now, this is not to say that these are the limited infrastructures that will be provided in this estate. Much more and many more will still be constructed as the construction progresses in this estate. Now let me say this to you, which I've said earlier and I've said it a lot of times, that as much as you can, if you are watching me right now, you are a real estate investor in a Nigerian real estate market and you're yet to own a plot inside this estate. I want to encourage you that you shouldn't miss out on this opportunity that you have. This is like a second chance that you got to invest in Lagoonfront Estate. You know why? We only brought it back into the market some few days ago. So yes, you have the second chance to own this beauty now that is still pretty much affordable. What are your options right now? 2 free options is what you have to invest in this estate. First of all, let's talk about the residential part and of course the commercial part. We have the commercial plot selling at 25 million naira only for what? For 500 square meter, and you can own as many as possible. Now for the residential plot, you can buy the 500 square meter or the 300 square meter. Of course, the 500 square meter for 20 million naira only. Now let's talk about the security on your investment in this particular investment. The CO for covering the entire land space gives you all forms of security when it comes to you getting guarantee that nothing is going to happen to your investment here. In fact, let me tell you or remind you that this is a government allocated land, meaning it was the government that sold this estate to the owner of the property. So hey, that you're safe and secure. No drama is going to come years after on your investment. You are guaranteed that. So I've said this and I'm still saying it again. Do not miss out the opportunity to own a piece of this estate, whether you're buying into the residential or you're buying the commercial. Ensure that you buy this property, because in 5 years time, 10 years time, 2 decades time, already is even happening. Some people are already regretting that they didn't buy this property when we started selling at pre-launch or immediately after it was launched. But you still got the opportunity now. So hey, avoid the story, the torch in the future. Avoid the major regrets of the future. Because when you see the whole Banana Island spring up, I mean, it begins to blossom and you're wondering why. Oh, if only I knew I would have bought it. This estate. Now, what do you even need? Let's talk about how you can reserve your plots right here in this estate. One of the reasons why I love this investment is so easy. I mean, the owner of the developer has made it easy for as many as possible to own this investment. Just deposit 1 million naira and then you can spread your payment across 18 months. Really? What's your excuse for not investing right now? So hey, how about you stop watching this video right now? Give me a call. Let me help you reserve your plots inside the future Banana Island of Epe. We already know that Epe is the next destination for smart investors like you. And I know that you do want to take this step today. So hey, you should stop watching actually. I wonder why you're still watching. I will be waiting for your call. Yes, my name is Goodness Usman. Of course, I'm your fab lady realtor for Niger Realty 24/7. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also share this video with your content. And thank you for doing so. So I'll see you when you give me a call. But until then, ensure that you remain safe and also just the way you are. So I say to you guys, oh, double.